Hi, my name is Yogya Bhatia and I'm a legal intern at LEXIS and Company. Today we'll talk about tax evasions. First, let's understand what tax is. Tax is an obligatory contribution to the state revenue. The Government of India levy on the income of workers and business gains or added up to the cost of some transaction, goods and services. The government levies tax on the citizens of the country to produce income for business projects, to enhance the country's economy, and to lift up the standard of living of the nationals. The government's authority to levy tax in our country is drawn from the Constitution of India that deals out the supremacy to levy taxes to the state as well as central governments. All the taxes levied within the country require being backed by an escorting law passed by the state legislature of the parliament. Types of taxes. There are two types of taxes, namely direct taxes and indirect taxes. The implementation of both the taxes differs. You pay some of them directly, like income tax, corporate tax, and wealth tax, etc., while you pay some of the taxes indirectly, like sales tax, service tax, and value-added tax. However, apart from these two traditional taxes, there are other taxes also, which has been affected to serve a specific agenda by the country's central government. Other taxes are imposed on both the taxes, direct and indirect taxes, like Swachh Bharat cess tax, infrastructure cess tax, and Krishi Kalyan tax. Now, let's talk about tax evasion. Paying tax is a burden for many. Individuals often come up with ways to escape or reduce the burden. Tax evasion occurs when a person or corporation unlawfully stops paying its tax or pays a partial amount of tax. Tax evasion is a criminal activity, and as per Chapter 22 of the Income Tax Act 1961, those who are found evading taxes are liable to face criminal charges and fines. Tax avoidance includes hiding of fake revenue, without documentation of exaggerated deductions, without disclosing cash transactions, etc. Activities that are considered as tax evasion according to the Income Tax Act. Say, for example, a person claims for depreciation when there is no asset in the company, or claims for depreciation of properties used for residential purposes. It is simply a dishonest tax obligation avoidance process. The main practices that are deemed to be tax evasions are concealing the income, claiming excessive expenditure, falsification of accounts, inaccurate statements, not reporting income, storing wealth outside the country, filing false tax returns, fake documents to claim exemption. Types of penalties for different types of taxes in India. If a person or a business company is discovered to be attempting to avoid taxation, fines can be levied based on the type of violation. Not filing income tax returns. For not filing income tax returns, it would result to a penalty of Rs 5,000 or more determined by the assessing officer. For incorrect PAN details or not providing the PAN details, you would have to pay Rs 10,000 if the PAN information you provided is inaccurate. For concealing income, applicable when someone reports less income than what they receive or covers various sources of income, a penalty will be charged and varies from 50 to 200% of the amount of tax deferred. For not complying with TDS regulations, if TDS has not been filed on or before the due date, the taxpayer must pay the interest for each day that passes after the due date, before the payment is made. If you fail to get the TAN number, then you need to pay a penalty of Rs 10,000. Its sum could start from Rs 10,000 and go up to Rs 1 lakh. For not maintaining complaint books. For not maintaining complaint books or accounts, the assessing officer can impose a penalty of up to Rs 25,000. For failure to get accounts audited. Failure to make payments in 30 days to the name and department mentioned in the notice, a penalty of Rs 1 lakh or more will be applicable. If any document is not furnished or attached, a penalty of 2% of the transaction's value is levied. To ensure that tax defaulters and offenders are brought to light, the Income Tax Act works aggressively. Thank you.